Hello and welcome to episode 71 of Made in the AM podcast. My name's Fie and I'm back. I didn't record last week because one, my dad was here, and two, just didn't feel like it. And I know that that shouldn't be an excuse, that I feel like even if I'm not happy with my makes, I should still talk to you about them. But I didn't. Because I didn't want to admit to not having done anything really. I did the very honest Instagram post this week. And by saying that, the honesty in it was that well, I won't go into the details but I work for the state and there's a potential strike, potential lockout coming. I'm not one of the people who was chosen to strike, but I am one of the very many people who has been chosen for a lockout. So that's exciting. Not. And I just got fed up with everything, so I baked a pear tart because I think that's one of my favorite traditional bakery items. I do love a nice tart, especially with pears, and I put some marzipan in because I had some left over from Christmas, and yeah. And I had some whipped cream and it was glorious. So I just made my own little cave right here on the sofa, with my duvet and my knitting, and what I actually wrote was, and that's the truth part, I'm just going to sit here and pretend to knit and watch TV. The TV part, nailed it. The knitting part, well, sometimes knitting just doesn't happen. What I was working on and what people saw in the photo on Instagram. Oh, let's just get something else out of the way first. What am I wearing? I am going to start up. It is Sunday, so I am lacing about in a t-shirt, plain black t-shirt, and yoga pants, and this little number, which is the pattern is all round. This is the Blaster cardigan by Andy Sutherland, and it's knit out of Skein Queen. I'm pretty sure it's Skein Queen. I say pretty sure. No, it is Skein Queen. I say pretty sure because at the same time I bought this, I also bought a darker yellow from Canter's Blaze. I think that's the right way around, that the darker yellow is the Canter's Blaze. It's on Ravelry, it's in my details. Look at these cute little birdie buttons, which were, I think I've got them on Etsy. They're handmade, just fabric buttons. So there. A nice little layering piece. Anyway, what I was going to talk to you about is this. And my progress keeper is on the back. So I'm going to show you the back. The back is the same as the front, except that the neck here has been raised with short rails. And this is my Sunset Highway. And last time I spoke, I was at the marker, and now I'm done with the body. And curls up a bit. The original just has the plain body that goes into this 3x1 rib. And I'm thinking that maybe I should have done it 2x2 instead. We'll see how it behaves once it's washed. Anyway, the original just has a plain back, body, where you do some short rows and then you do the ribbing. I did the short rows, and then I did this chart, which is really the sleeve chart, only the sleeve chart has you repeat the middle stripe here where you do no color work. They ask you to repeat that for a number of stitches, which is what you'll have seen if you've seen the Sunset Highway sweater, that just sort of has this massive blob of one of the contrast colors. I didn't want it just a plain body, so I added that chart. And my thinking is that instead of doing the sleeves as written, well, I'll do them as written, but I'm going to move the chart down to right before the quite substantial amount of ribbing. I'm thinking it's like something like 15 centimeters of ribbing, so that's quite a lot. And just have the color work be a mirror of this. Well, be the exact same as this, only at the bottom of the sleeve before the ribbing, and just have it plain all the way down. That's the thinking, and the good thing about this is I know how long my arm is, I know the amount of ribbing I'll need here, and I can measure this and tell you, except I don't have a ruler here, it's over on the table. We'll get back to why it's over on the table, but I can just measure this out and I know, oh, I'll have to stop knitting the sleeve at X centimeters and then go into the color work. But yeah, I'm starting to believe that this will actually get done at some point. That's a nice feeling. It is a fingering weight. This is Fnug by Cleo in Arnbjerg, and at midnight, or ved midnight, and then these two, one of them is Østen for solen, the other is Vesten for månen. Yeah, which is east of the sun, west of the moon. I can never remember which one is which, but those are the two. And I still love it. Can't wait to wear it. As it's a fingering weight, it's a really nice transitional piece. So this'll do me for a good while once it's done. I have started the sleeve. Tiny start on the sleeve. So yeah, I have a bit to go before the color work and the rest. Just need to crunch the numbers a bit to figure out how far to knit it. So yeah, it will be done. It will be done at some point. The other thing I've been working on, and I've mainly been working on this at midnight last week, not this week, last week, yeah, is in my, what has become my midnight bag, and it's getting a bit dirty because it keeps, I don't know if you can see, because it keeps getting scrunched up in my bag and so on. Anyway, this is for, well, it's not for anything, it's for me mainly. But this also coincides with the Knit Dansk Knit Along, or Knit Danish Knit Along. And the Alpakka and Fiber Tales are doing. The yarn is Norwegian, it's Sandnes. It's Silke Alpakka. Alpakka Silke. Alpakka Silke. Because I can read in the very fetching colorway 1042. And still Alpakka Silke. Sandnes Garn. In 6063. Very attractive colorway names. And I am knitting on the second part. This is the back. And oh, it just got tangled up. It's a bit of a mess here right now because I just shoved it in the bag and didn't care. Just had to go into the bag. Yeah, that sort of sorted it. So I have, this is the Flabella from, it's by Rikke Arnbjerg, a Danish designer, and that's the Danish part of it. So the knit Danish knit along is you either have to do a Danish designer or Danish yarn, or both. You can do both. Overachiever. So I have the front down here that I already knit and showed you last time, and this is the back, and it's more or less done the same as the front. So I have a provisional cast on. Instead of doing the crocheted cast on, I think, or it might, I'm not even sure it's a provisional cast on in the pattern. I think it might just be a cast on and then you pick up stitches. I don't remember. Anyway, this is the back, and once I finish the back, this will be the shoulder seam, and of course it'll be mirrored over here, and then you knit the sides out. You knit them together, of course, because you got it all the way around, and then you just knit the sides, well, yeah, we'll call it the side, and the sleeve in one, so you get a bit of a bat wing look to it, and then you knit a neckband and a bottom hem. Easy peasy, right? So I have another skein of this. The front took one skein exactly. I'm thinking this will take more because it is a bit bigger than the front due to there not being as much neck shaping. So yeah, it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to have to dip into the third skein, but that's okay because I have 3 skeins and the pattern says to have the amount that I have in 3 skeins, so that's good. And this bag is from, oh, what's the website? Rauna.dk. I bought it at Knitwork, and she has brought out a couple of new colorways in this glittery yarn ball here. I'm waiting for a blue. I need a blue one. I need a blue one. But there is no blue one. I think there's a green and a pink. I did think about getting the green, but I'm going to wait. When I can get a blue one, I'll get the blue and the green. Not very demanding, am I? I'll be honest and say I don't remember if I knit anything on my Threadmere, my Isolde Teak colorwork jumper. I might have, but I don't remember. If I did, I didn't do it this week. So I didn't bring it to show you because, well, anyway, I have some sewing And this is so close to being done, but I can't find my hand sewing needle, so I need to pick one up. And I, of course, only figured that out yesterday when the shops were closed. So that was fun, but I've done everything else. And what is everything else? Well, this is my Rosa shirt dress that now has pressed sleeves, and I need a button here where the pin is, so I can button this up, which is just how the sleeves are finished. And the same on this side. I hemmed it, and it's a curve, so hemming was... I prefer hemming something that's just straight, but I like the look of the curve, so yeah, it could do with a bit of press, let's just say that. And I did do all of the buttonholes. I've ripped them open with the seam rip as well. So really, I just need, well, it needs a wash too because I have chalk markings on it. But now it just needs buttons sewn on and it's done. So I am planning on doing that tomorrow. Just need to pick up a needle. And this is layering to a whole new level, and really this isn't supposed to be layered, so. But yeah, with buttons, the thing I struggled the most with was the placement of this button here, because if you have a larger chest and you have shirts, you will often find that if this button isn't placed right, you'll have lots of gaping. Often I find that commercial shirts that I own will have maybe a button here and there, and it'll stretch open here, because this part is the fullest part of my chest. So you need something to keep it closed. Something to really wrangle it in. And I know this because I have been wearing shirts all my life. Well, all my adult life anyway. So I know when I hit the sweet spot with a shirt that fits really well. And I know it looked tight on me right now when I showed you, but that's because I have a t-shirt under this and I have a cardigan on. Might be a fingering weight, but still it's an extra layer. This is supposed to be worn, or at least I made it to be worn next to the skin. So that is that's of course how I've sized it. So yeah, it won't look as tight on me, at least not when standing up. Sitting down is a whole nother kettle of fish, because that's just how it is. But yeah, I hemmed and hawed, put it on with a bra on, of course, and tried different placements, just using a pin as an step in for the button, and just tried to figure out, okay, which placing was the best, and then move the buttons around from that point. But Tilly does. It's a Cylinder Buttons pattern, and she has a new book out now, I think, all about sewing in stretch materials, like knitwear, jersey, that kind of thing. I haven't really looked through it, but I like her stuff. Oh, I like a lot of her stuff, and a lot of her stuff is really not suitable, let's just say, for my aesthetic, which is really fancy to say. My aesthetic is really just don't do twists around the boob area, because it'll make my boobs look weird. And I'm not really a, what's the word? You know, flazer. Frilly. I don't really like those frilly bits. Yeah. Anyway, that's nearly done. And as I may have mentioned a time or two, I'm going on holiday to Japan. So, and it's Japan in the spring, so we're talking maybe around 15 centigrade, which is a whole lot more than we have at the moment. And I was sort of thinking, well, I will probably live in something that can be layered and something that's easy to layer but still gets you that breezy, easy feeling is dresses, and simple dresses at that. And I have this pattern by Slow Sunday. It's the, what is it called? Morea. And this right here is a very simple dress. Yeah, it's just a straight up and down dress. Very simple to wear. This pattern has a bust, or it's written for a bust measurement of 104 centimeters. I need something a tiny bit bigger. So, and it's written for or made for someone my height, but the pattern looks a bit short on the model. Now I don't know if the model is my height. I doubt it. Well, no, I don't doubt it. I actually think she probably is my height, and hers is a bit above the knee, so I think I'll just lengthen it maybe 5 centimeters. I am doing a bit of an increase. One of them is just a cheat, the other one is a proper pattern hack. The sleeve is a proper pattern hack. I haven't cut out all of the pieces, but I've been playing around with the numbers and the different pieces. So I'm doing the first one in this yellow double gauze, which is it's very soft to the touch. It's different than my other double gauzes, and it has tiny white dots on it. But yeah. I think this will drape well for something simple that just needs to hang and be loose. And if this one works, then I think I'll make another one in a different print, maybe in a regular cotton. But yeah, I can see myself running around in the summer or spring in this. Maybe with a cardigan top or jacket above or something. What I really like about this is this whole construction here, where the back actually comes over the top here to form the shoulders. It's yeah, and it has here, it has pleats. Let's go with pleats. The pattern is in French, so it's not really helping me with what I want to say, but yeah, pleats, whatever. So it gives a nice shape here, boob wise. Can I say boob often enough for this? But as I said, I'm cutting out the pattern pieces, adjusting them a bit, and I think I have I think I have an idea. Well, I think my plan for a very simple hack, size hack, will be effective. And if not, then I won't really cry about this being wasted or whatever you want if I need to adjust something. But if this works, I can see myself doing another one in a more bright pattern, something maybe more fun, spring-like, I don't know. I say bright pattern and I'm holding up this yellow. You know what I mean. Something with more of a pattern to it than just tiny white dots. If I'm really good, I can make this in a week. Oh, when I say really good, I just mean if I work on it, I can get this done in a week. And in a short while as well. Yeah. We shall see. Anyway, I think that's it. Can't think of anything else. Really looking forward to finally getting my Rosa dress done and to working some more on my sorry, on my knits. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I'll see you next week. Bye.